Exams, high pressure situations, or moments where everything depends on your performance, these aren't just occasional challenges for me, they have constantly been a part of my life. From sitting countless exams, medical school, and to working overnight as a pediatric doctor, looking after critically ill children, I've had to learn, and sometimes the hard way, how to manage stress. And here's the thing, stress doesn't have to break you. If you learn how to handle it properly, it can actually sharpen your focus and improve your performance. In this video, I'm going to share the most effective practical strategies that have helped me stay calm, think clearly, and perform under pressure, whether in exams or high stakes real life situations. The good news, these are skills anyone can learn. If you can learn to manage stress well, you are not just surviving these moments, you're putting yourself in a position to truly excel. So let's get into it. If you know you're about to walk into something challenging, the most important things you can do happen before the event. So, here are 7 highly effective strategies rooted in strong evidence. Let me start with something that genuinely changed how I dealt with stress: cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This isn't just theory for me. Learning CBT has made a real difference in how I manage anxiety, especially in high pressure situations. It has helped me understand how my thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are all connected, and more importantly, how to change them. For example, instead of spiraling into "what if I fail?", CBT taught me to catch the thought, challenge it, and replace it with something more realistic and helpful. That alone can completely change how you feel going into a stressful situation. And it's not just personal experience, there is strong evidence behind it. Research shows that CBT has a response rate of 49.5% at the end of treatment, increasing up to 53.5% at follow up for people with anxiety. That is a significant number of people seeing real, lasting improvement. In fact, CBT is considered as one of the most effective evidence based psychological treatments for anxiety. Breath work is a big one for me, and this is something you can use in the moment. I was really nervous when I had decided to go skydiving. Almost a month leading up to the event, I was anxious and nervous. I was nervous for an entire month leading up to it, but on the day, using this technique completely changed how I felt. On the flight up, I used this one technique: breathing in to the count of 4, a brief pause, and a long exhale to a count of 7. These long exhales calm your nervous system by activating your vagus nerve, which calms your body down and reduces those jitters almost instantly. Next, meditation. Psychologists have found that mindful meditation changes our brain and biology in positive ways, improving mental and physical health. Psychological scientists have found that mindfulness influences 2 different pathways in the brain, changing brain structures and activity in regions associated with emotional regulation and attention. Psychology researchers found strong evidence that people that meditate did not react with a negative thought or unhelpful emotional reactions in time of stress. They also found moderate evidence that these people were better able to focus on the present and were less likely to worry and to think about a negative thought or experience over and over. Then sleep. Getting a good night's rest is non negotiable. It is the foundation for clear thinking and good emotional control. Harvard Division of Sleep Medicine states that sleep and mood are closely connected. Poor sleep can cause irritability and stress, and good or healthy sleep can actually enhance well being. Honestly, this is something I struggled with in my early 20s. Falling asleep did not come easily to me, but I figured out what works for me. Sleep hygiene makes a huge difference, and we can explore this more in another video. But if you're struggling right now, a simple place to start would be free sleep stories, Yoga Nidra videos, and sleep hypnosis videos on YouTube. They work really well for me. If you've struggled with sleep for a long time, I would advise you to seek professional help because there is so much help out there that we might not be aware of. Now, let's talk about coffee because we can't ignore that. It's not just about how much coffee you drink, but it's also about when you drink it. Too much or too late can actually worsen your sleep and anxiety. And look, I love coffee. I'm a bit of a coffee snob myself, but I truly believe in moderation. If you have the right amount of coffee for yourself, that can actually improve mood and help with your performance. But if you overdo it, then that's guaranteed to make you feel more anxious and negatively impact your performance. Exercise. A good run or a strength training session helps you by releasing endorphin and calms your nervous system. It helps burn off that nervous energy and gets you into a good headspace. If you can't commit to longer sessions a few times a week, 20 minutes a day is enough to see benefits. Diet plays an important role. What you eat directly impacts how you feel. Eating in a way that you avoid high sugar spikes stabilizes your mood and your energy levels. I follow a simple formula from the Glucose Goddess. At the start of the meal, you start with vegetables, followed by your protein, carbs, and fats. If you have to have dessert, have it at the end of your meal. This makes sure that your body releases sugar consistently and you can avoid big spikes. None of this is complicated, but when you put it all together, this can completely change how you show up. Let me know in the comments below which one of these you've already applied to your life and are finding effective, and which one of these would you like to explore. You're doing so well. Remember to be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for being here.